Hello, and welcome to Professor Penn's Pony Perusal program, and I'm your host, Professor Penn. Today we will be looking at Episode 5 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, entitled Griffon the Brush-Off. Unlike the cold opening of previous episodes, this one has very little connectivity with the episode itself. Now it does characterize Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash's relationship. Rainbow Dash basically finds Pinkie Pie rather annoying and tries to avoid her. The problem isn't the characterization, the problem is that it is completely redundant. Because immediately after the theme, we have this exact same thing happening. But hey, I guess not every episode can have flawless pacing with no wasted scenes. What follows is one of my favorite skits from the entire series, with Rainbow Dash desperately trying to get away from Pinkie Pie as she casually hops after her.
That was close.
Now, I'm aware that some ponies do not get this reference. This chase sequence is a reference to the old Pepe Le Pew cartoons, where a female cat would run away from him and he would calmly hop away in the same way that Pinkie Pie currently is, yet somehow keep ending up right ahead of her. Now, you might be asking yourself, why did Pinkie Pie go through all this trouble? Well, she had a favor to ask.
Oh, forget it. I totally promise it'll be totally fun! Okay.
Thus, she ropes the speedy Pegasus into helping her move a cloud.
No, a little left. Oh, wait, back to the right. Now, a little leftish while staying rightly. Stop! Maybe a few inches to the south. And now a couple centimeters north. Okay.
Sadly, I know ponies just like this. Now, you're probably wondering what all this is for. Well, the purpose is quite simple. It's to scare Spike. This ends up giving him the hiccups. Through this, we learn something rather odd. Whenever Spike burns one of the scrolls, it is automatically teleported to Celestia, meaning it is completely involuntary. This brings up an interesting question. Is it a function of the scrolls, a spell placed on Spike, just a natural ability he has? I have absolutely no idea. In any case, the two fillies then begin to bond over their love of pranking. And unlike most series, it is not demonized here, and shown a variety of different reactions to it. Verity's a good sport and finds it amusing. Applejack is initially upset, but once she realizes just how minor it is, she calms down. Twilight just seems to know how to take a joke. Most importantly, they are shown that they know there's a line and they know when to stop.
Fluttershy. What? No. We can't prank Fluttershy. I mean, she's so sensitive. It'll hurt her feelings, even our most harmless prank. Yeah, you're right.
There are more than just black and white moral lessons. Sometimes you just need to show that there's a degree of moderation and you have to know where to draw the line, such as knowing who can take a prank and who can't. So after their bonding, Pinkie Pie goes over to Rainbow Dash's place in order to see if she wanted to hang out and do some more pranks, only to find that Rainbow Dash has a house guest.
Gilda, this is my gal pal, Pinkie Pie. Hey, what's up? Pinkie, this is my Griffon friend, Gilda.
Now, to me, Gilda was one of those characters that just had wrong crowd written all over her. Now, with this and the previous example of pranking, my mind immediately went to, oh, I get what's gonna happen now. She's gonna go with them, they're going to take a prank too far and hurt someone's feelings, and then we're all gonna learn a valuable lesson about peer pressure. However, those fears immediately dissolve when Pinkie Pie does indeed invite her, yet instead Gilda drags Rainbow Dash away.
Dash, you promised me we'd get a flying session in this morning. Yeah, well, Pinkie Pie, you don't mind, do you? Gilda just got here. We'll catch up with you later. Oh, well, sure, no problem. Have fun, you guys. I'll, just catch up with you. Later.
Pinkie Pie is of course upset of being left out. Still, she doesn't let it get her down and she tries to still be part of their fun.
Hey there. Huh? It's later. And I caught up.
Using one crazy idea after the other. However, it soon made clear even to Pinkie Pie that she is not wanted.
You're darking up the sky, Stinky Pie. So make like a bee. Buzz off!
So Pinkie Pie goes and talks to Twilight about the problem, and Twilight tells her that she's just being jealous. Now all this does serve a purpose, although it is a very subtle one, establishing characteristics of both Pinkie Pie and Twilight Sparkle. It establishes that Pinkie Pie is much more reliant on her friends and often seeks their counsel, while for Twilight, it establishes that she's very distrustful of second-hand information. This gives them nuance and makes them deep three-dimensional characters. It also shows that Pinkie Pie greatly values her friends' opinions. Thus, she assumes that she is indeed being jealous and has misjudged Gilda. However, after observing Gilda on her own, Pinkie Pie soon realizes that her suspicions about her were indeed correct.
Hey! Please excuse me. I'm walking here! Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to... I'm sorry! Why don't you just watch where you're going, doofus? But I... No one treats Fluttershy like that! No one! This calls for extreme measures!
Oh, Pinkie Pie, you have no idea how many people feel the same way. So, Pinkie Pie throws her a party. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, Pinkie Pie's gonna use a series of pranks to get Gilda upset, she's gonna lose it, and then Rainbow Dash is gonna see what she's really about.
I was the one who set up all those weak pranks at this party.
Haha, nope. You should know by now, Pinkie Pie's solution to all problems is parties.
Me? I threw this party to improve your attitude. I thought a good party might turn that frown upside down.
Still, the end result is ultimately the same. Dash realizes that Gilda is a jerk, Gilda leaves, and finally Dash apologizes for inviting Gilda in the first place. Which, now I think about it, is kind of an odd quirk of our society. And Twilight learns to listen to Pinkie Pie. Or at least that's what they imply. I love playing with tropes, and this episode does a great job of that. Every time you think you have the plot figured out, they just hit you with a curveball. This made what could have been a very cliche and predictable story fresh and interesting. And finally, that brings us to the character of Gilda. For this, I decided to try something a bit different and invited Gilda to come and join our discussion.
Yeah? And what does the egghead want to talk about?
Well, why don't we start with how fake you typically are around Rainbow Dash?
What do you mean fake? I'm always cool.
Really? Then why is it you're only mean to ponies when Dash isn't around?
That's just a coincidence.
I see. Here is my theory. Because of your attitude and obsession with being cool, Dash is basically your only friend. So you were jealous of Pinkie Pie and...
Jealous of that lame pony?
Hey, which is the theory? There's only just...
Saw you running from them. What did they do to you? They turned you into a fool, but you're nobody's fool. They took something special from you, something you were not released. Shed your tears.
Okay, now where's Derpy? Where's Derpy? There she is.